everybody, how we doing? This is an exciting day for trade indicators because we have yet another indicator we just created that is a first of its kind on all of TradingView. You won't find this anywhere else. It is the new indicator called Martin's Support Resistance Zones. So zones are very important on a chart. Normally when people draw their support resistance, and I'll get into the indicator, but really quickly, what you'll see, let's use just a horizontal line here. You'll see people draw this. They'll draw just a normal horizontal line at resistance, and they'll come down here and look for a support, and they'll draw a horizontal line here. Now this is correct, and this is a resistance and this is a support, but the thing that I'm finding that a lot of pro traders use, and that what I've used myself, and we've done very good at trades we've done with support and resistance zones, is that this doesn't show you a zone. Zones need to be shown on the chart to give you guys an area above and below the current support resistance as a zone, so you can have an anticipation of when a price structure is going to decrease or increase from a supply or a demand zone. And so zones are extremely important, and they are more accurate on your chart than drawing the support and resistance by hand. So without further ado, guys, let's get into this. Right when you get this indicator on the chart, you're going to see three options. This is pretty much a proprietary thing that we've got going on here. We haven't seen it anywhere else on TradingView. You can now choose from minor zones, and look at this, guys, this is so awesome. So minor zones, standard zones, or major zones. This is going to be when you guys are looking for, if you're trading on a lower time frame or a higher time frame, you need to know when a price structure is most likely to reverse the strongest. Okay, so a major zone is where the price is most likely to reverse quickly, which we can see right when that happened, we saw a nice quick break back down. A standard zone is what the indicator's default setting is set to, and this is going to pull the red resistance and green support, or red supply and green demand zones on your chart. Minor is going to pull it a little bit tighter here. So I want to go through each of these and show you a little bit about what this looks like on the chart. Let's start with minor zones, okay? So minor zones are going to pull the tightest support and resistance zones possible. And as you can see, it's respecting this pretty well on the chart. Right down here, we see a bounce. It started drawing the support here. We see another bounce, support, bounce here, and we're starting to see a move down here. If it breaks out, that's okay. Once it starts breaking out and moving back down, you're gonna get another resistance. It's perfect on the chart, guys. It's so much fun to use this. So standard zone is going to be the same thing. You're just gonna see a little bit less, and these are gonna be a little bit stronger zones. So I'm expecting, this is actually live right now, so the 2-hour USD JPY. If I expect to see the price get down anywhere within this zone, this is where I'm expecting to see the price jump, or at least test it and try to see a move back up. Alternatively, if you guys set it to major, these are the zones that you really need to watch for, because this is a extremely strong support down here. So if you get down here, I would expect to see a rise. It makes your charting so easy, and it's so fun, guys. You never have to draw support and resistance again. This is mathematically calculated to pull the exact candle wick height and candle wick lows of the support resistance zone. I'll show you this. I'll give you guys proof. This is the absolute top right here. Look at these dotted lines here. It's going to go right in the middle of the support resistance rectangle. See how it's right in the middle there? You guys, actually, I'll go like this. See how right there it's in the middle? That is where the actual line is drawn within the mathematical equation of these zones, and then we calculated a percentage up and a percentage down to give you the best possible zone for a resistance and support zone. Take a look at this down here. This is a perfect call right there for a support, and it's right on the wick value, and it cuts this exactly in half. Okay, so let me get into this. I'm going to show you guys how to set up alerts, because this is really awesome. And I'll go with the standard just so we can see this. What you want to get alerted for is when the price crosses below a support or above a resistance. That's what everybody's looking for. What we've done is that we have taken what I just showed you of the exact wick value, and we have placed an invisible basically parameter right in the middle of the zone. So when the price crosses above that middle point, that line, you're going to get an alert for a breakout, and it's going to be an official breakout, because that is actually the official breakout, if I can say that, is when the price crosses the candle wick height or the candle wick low. The zone here is used for represent a visual zone, so you guys can see, if you break out here, get ready on the chart to take that short. But once it breaks to the full zone, that might be the best place to take it, because you might still see a little bit of reversal, because a lot of bots out there and a lot of big traders, they will break down, and you guys will hear this term a lot, called a fake out breakout. That's a possible term you might have heard where it will break out, but it will be a fake out and then it will come right back up. So what I've done with the zones is protected us so we can see if we get an official breakout or not. But just to let you know, the alert will go off once the price crosses the official mathematical support or resistance at the wick value. So let me show you guys how to do that. You're going to come over here and you've got a few options. It's really neat. So whatever you want to see on the chart for an alert, let's say standard zones. If you wanted to see minor, you do this before you set up the alerts over here. So for example, let's do standard zones. You're going to click OK. You've got that on your chart. You're going to come over here and you're going to do Martin support and resistance. I've got a few other indicators on there, but this is what you're going to choose here. Don't worry about this, guys. Just leave this to plot. It's really simple. And then I want you guys to just come in here and choose which one we chose. So what did we choose? Did we choose standard? Did we choose minor, or did we choose major? We chose standard. So what we're going to do is do standard resistance break, and I'm going to do only once, and then click create. I'm going to come in here again, and I'm going to do support resistance. Leave this at plot. No matter what you choose, just always leave that at plot. And remember, we're on standard, so we did resistance, and now we're going to do support and do only once. And I'll tell you guys the reason why for that. So what I like to do on the chart, so you guys don't get blown up with so many alerts and your phone just, your bandwidth on your phone and your data just doesn't get too crazy, set it to only once. That basically, some people can set it to once per bar. It's going to go off every single time you see a break below the support or above the resistance. Some people like that because they want to get alerted every single time there's a close above resistance or below support. I personally like just setting this to only once, because if I'm looking at the chart here, this is a 2-hour chart, I just want to know the exact alert when we break below support or above resistance. I don't want to get an alert every single time it goes off. Once the alert closes, or for example, once the price closes below, okay, once the price comes below that wick value, which is that center line I was talking to you about, you're going to get an alert. What's going to happen over here is it's going to turn orange. It's going to pause it. So if, let's say, the price comes down here and you break through and you want to set up the next alert for the support, just come over here and click the play button again. So I'll give you guys an example here. This is red. Okay, so orange. This is what it's going to look like after you get a hit of the the resistance or the support. So if the price comes down here and it breaks the support right here, you're going to get an alert. And then if you guys want to see when it hits the next support, just come in here and click the play button, and that will give you guys the alert. It'll automatically go green here. Give it a second. It went green. The alert is now active, and it will give you another alert when you hit this support down here. So this is a very incredible indicator. It is extremely precise for the zones mathematically calculated in there to give you the perfect alert for a breakout, guys. Plus, you guys can set alerts for the minor, major, and standard. If you want to get a little crazy in here, we have set this up. You can click all of these on if you want, and then come in here and set up the alerts for all of them. All you need to do is go to support and resistance, and then just click each of these, and then do only once is what I'm suggesting. Then you guys can get alert for everything. But if you want to look on here, here's a little secret for you guys. If you put all of them on the chart at the same time, the darkest red is the strongest resistance, and the darkest green is the strongest support. That's a little secret feature I can share with you guys. Even right here where it's overlapping, this zone right here between here and here, because this is darker green, is actually a little bit stronger than this and this right here because it's overlapping. So I'm actually watching this live right now on USD JPY. So it's an incredible indicator. That's how you guys set up alerts. That's how the indicator works. It's the first indicator of its kind that you will find. It works on all cryptocurrency, all stocks, all indexes, gold, metals, everything you guys want. It is a perfect indicator to call the support and resistance. So get this indicator. It's on our website. Have a blast, guys, and let me know if you have any questions. But get this indicator today, and I'll get it on your TradingView account ASAP. All right, we'll see you guys. Bye.